Gigantamax Meowth is Longcat, Pikachu is the Hunchback, and Charizard will just ruin your week. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Carl Monroe, and oh my god, these things are evil. If you're new here or haven't yet, be sure you like and subscribe for daily gaming content, baby. Just when you think Pokemon have enough forms, in comes Gigantamax, a form added in Pokemon Sword and Shield that just messes with my mind. But which ones are the worst and most horrifying of the bunch? Well, that's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 scariest Gigantamax Pokemon. Make sure you stick around until the end for some bloopers since I can't focus, and because our number one spot helps prove something I've been trying to for a while. Before we roll the intro, I just wanted to shout out today's sponsor, Clawy. Clawy is a mobile game where you control real claw machines live, and the prizes you catch are delivered to your door. Ever wanted to go out to an arcade, but your couch has been calling your name all day? Cause I feel that. But using this app, I'm able to do both, and it's a blessing because I don't want to leave my apartment. All you gotta do is download the app using the link below, choose what prize you want to play, and go catch it. It's that simple. And if that's not enough, they'll ship it right to you. They have so many different prizes you can win with new ones every day. And if you use the code TOP20 no spaces, you'll be able to get 20% more coins on any additional purchase. Now, roll the intro. And at 10, Alcremie. This was the idea that the Ghostbusters writers originally had before they went with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Gigantamax Alcremie is literally a giant wedding cake. If Ray had been getting married soon, this is what would have attacked them. Side note, Ray says they used to roast Stay Puft Marshmallows at Camp Wakanda. Ghostbusters takes place in the Marvel Universe, confirmed. Nevertheless, this thing is terrifyingly massive, like everyone's nightmare, unless you really like cake, but I don't think anyone could like cake this much. Plus, it's sentient, so I don't think that would fly with PETA. If another Pokemon eats it, is that cannibalism? Or is it the life cycle? Either way, with this thing around, I can feel my blood pressure rising and my heart failing, so I need to move on. And at number 9, Coalossal. This guy is monstrous. With the top half looking like an evil villain's lair from a D&D campaign, on a volcano, and the bottom half looking like a fire eternal mixed with the earth elemental, and has a massive mouth that looks like the mouth of the fire elemental from Far From Home. His G-Max move is Volcalyph, that allows the move to continue dealing damage to opponents for 4 turns. This thing would make the volcano that ruined Pompeii scared. This guy will be dropping lava for 4 turns and it will melt your face, and after eating, what comes out will cause anyone in the near vicinity to have to vacate the premises. I'm talking like a 3-block quarantine zone here. This thing is a tower and will actually wreck your day. He can just step on you, or sit. I wonder if it would burn or if you'd be crushed before you could feel anything. I don't want to test it myself, I'm just curious. And at 8, Snorlax. Snorlax. We love him, and for the past couple decades he's been slowly standing up, but after gaining his Gigantamax form, he lays right back down, and grows a freaking island on his belly. Yeah, his belly looks like the back of a Venusaur and Torterra combined. Why is this their weird love child and not a grass Pokemon? Well, his G-Max move is Replenish, which replaces any normal type attacks. The move deals damage, but also can restore any berries that Snorlax's allies have eaten during the battle. Of course, his special ability is getting more food. This is the embodiment of how I feel in the morning, but I have to get up and do stuff. He doesn't. Lucky him. The reason this is scary is because the land moves like his skin would, meaning if you're in the wrong spot and he decides to try to sit up, you'll get crushed in his rolls. Is that a good way or a bad way to go? Would he even really crush you, or is he just that squishy? Questions. And at 7, Gengar. If you were to go to a Pokemon theme park, this would be one of the rides, or at least one of the cars in like a shooter game. Gengar becomes a giant mouth, and in this case, that's all that matters. His tongue becomes so long, I'm sure there would be a lineup for this ride, and that the line would be the tongue. Like the part you stand on would be the tongue like looping around. Come on, don't think like that, you're better than this. His G-Max move is called Terror, and works just like Mean Look, and prevents the opponent from escaping. That sounds kinda lame if you ask me. Like, seriously? This is Gengar we're talking about, and you can't give him a decent G-Max move? It's called Terror, for God's sake. This is why the Pokemon is scary, because of the horrific move they gave him and his terrifying appearance. Fix Gengar for f***'s sake, please! And at 6, Meowth. 3 words. What the snail? No. Duck. No. Gigantamax Meowth is something I can't comprehend with my puny mortal mind. His body just pulls a Ralph Dibny and stretches up to like 12 stories. This guy becomes the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The amount of sheer terror this Pokemon exudes is honestly something to praise. His G-Max move is Gold Rush, which turns all normal type attacks into Gold Rush. The normal type attack damages opponents and scatters gold coins, which rewards more in-game currency after battle, like Payday, but on a massive scale, like around 10 times at least. Unfortunately, Pokemon knew this would be OP, and would only let you get the Pokemon as an event Pokemon before January 15th, 2020. So that's the day I'm finishing this list and also filming it. So kinda bummed I missed out, but I didn't even have the game yet, so it doesn't really matter. I'm broke. Halfway through at number 5, Sandaconda. You thought Sharknado was bad? How about a mother-loving snake tornado? Gigantamax Sandaconda is the most terrifying thing I would have ever seen if it was in real life. Snakes, while better than spiders, are still terrifying. Even Billy the Exterminator wouldn't f with this thing. G-Max Sandblast is this Pokemon's special move, and it traps the opponent in a Sandstorm for 4 to 5 turns. But that really seems underwhelming compared to what this thing looks like. It should be able to throw you up in the air like Fly, but then you hit the ground instead of hitting them, because that would be really cool. Like, that'd be cool as hell, right? But a sandstorm? Really? For a giant snake Nado? I don't think so. Even if its appearance is terrifying, how the hell would this even happen? Like, sure, it's infused with Gigantamax energy, but that energy really makes Meowth 10 stories tall, and a snake a premise for a really bad movie that shouldn't have gotten 1, let alone 6 sequels? Wait, there are 6 Sharknado movies? Holy crap, there are. I'll be damned. And why is the 5th one called Global Swarming? Really? Oh my lord. If the premise of these movies was Sandaconda, I would have watched. Pokemon, the next animated movie is Snakenado with Gigantamax Sandaconda. Screw Arceus or Darkrai, I want Sharknado Pokemon Edition. Let's do it. Hashtag Snakenado. And at 4, Kingler. If Santa Claus was a crab and a Pokemon and was on some form of super drug, this would be him. Gigantamax Kingler is somehow the Santa of the Pokemon universe, even more so than Delibird. The beard on this guy is so big, it's like if Dumbledore ran a foam race and then only got foam on his beard. Speaking of foam, Kingler's Gigantamax move is G-Max Foam Burst, which harshly lowers the speed of the opponent. When it says harshly, does it mean the usual definition of harshly? Because that's only 2 stages. And for something that has a giant foam beard, I'd assume it should be more than that. What is it with all these Pokemon and getting their super cool special abilities nerfed? Lowering your opponent's speed by 2 stages is so lame in comparison to something like Meowth, or hell, even Sandaconda don't want none. And they only trap you in Sandstorm. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he looks high as a kite. Just look at those eyes. They're so red. Don't do drugs, stay in school, eat your green vegetables, do it. Number 3, Machamp. Look, if Machamp was going to be a real wrestler, or if he was looking to audition for the Mortal Kombat series, he's looking good in his Gigantamax form. His G-Max move is Chi Strike, and he must have learned it from the pandas in Kung Fu Panda 3. When Machamp is Gigantamaxed, its fighting type attacks will be transformed into Chi Strike. This move raises the chance of a critical hit for Machamp and his allies. While this isn't really that big of a deal, it's better than something a normal move can do. Sandstorm, String Shot. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. But just take a look at this guy, holy goddamn. His hands are cracked and glowing like they're made of lava, and his speedo has finally changed to actual pants. I can finally look at this guy. This guy looks like he's the last ditch attempt to defeat the bad guy in a Ben 10 episode. And it can only be pulled off every other month because otherwise it would be too OP. Those eyes alone are just terrifying though. Like, look at them. Haunting. And at 2, Centiskorch. Did this giant fire centipede scare you? Well, how about a 246-foot tall fire centipede that will mess up your day? Yeah, Gigantamax Centiskorch is so big nobody knows its weight. And this thing is terrifying whether you like bugs or hate them, as you should. His G-Max move is Centriferno, which traps opponents in flames for 4 to 5 turns. By the way, that should be called Centrinferno, but whatever. The move, while not scary, can be effective to some types of Pokemon, whereas some are immune to sandstorms. This thing even has a Metang X made of fire on its face. Oh my god, this thing is horrifying. This damn thing is 246 foot tall, for God's sake. That's taller than the Villaggio Vista in Ghana, or everything in Kenya. This thing is so tall, if it faints and you're below it, you're dead. Hands down, dead. D-E-A-D, dead. No fighting it, no running from it, accept your fate and just hope it comes quickly. That's all any of us can really do in the end. Now that I've started your existential crisis, let's move on. Taking our number 1 spot, Eevee. If you've been here for a while, you'll already know why Eevee is terrifying. We've talked about so many Eevee creepypastas in the past, I think it's really what made me put her at number 1. But for those of you who think that Eevee is still a precious little being who can do no wrong, remember that this is canon. Canon. Here is the Gigantamax Eevee. Look at her smile. It's so evil and looking down on you. She knows she can crush you with one paw, and she's ready to do it. I can't wait to see all the creepypastas that come out of this because holy crap, the evil smile is honestly the most terrifying thing I think I will ever see in Pokemon. And the fact that she knows how much power she has and she isn't afraid to use it should terrify even the hardest of Eevee Stan. Did that sound weird? There we have it, friends, the top 10 scariest Gigantamax Pokemon. Are there any others on this list that you think should have been? Let me know in the comments and tell me any Pokemon you think needs that Gigantamax form. And if you enjoyed the video, let me know by hitting like and subscribe for daily gaming content and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. On a volcano, and the bottom half looking like a fire eternal mixed with the earth elemental that is and has a massive mouth that looks like it. What the f am I saying? His G-Max move is Volcalith. His G-Max move is Volcalith that allows him to. Oh my god! That allows the move to continue dealing damage to.